Hi, welcome to Fun Science with Rohini. Today's experiment is about how the circumference of the Earth was measured. Aristotle conducted an experiment to show that the Earth was a sphere in 350 to 300 BC. After Aristotle came another Greek, and he was Eratosthenes. He was also called Beta by his rival because the rival said Eratosthenes was always second in everything and never first in any one thing. And Eratosthenes proved himself to be alpha in everything by measuring the circumference of the Earth. Eratosthenes was the chief librarian in Alexandria, and he came to know from travelers from Syene that exactly on 21st June, the summer solstice, at 12 noon, the sun cast no shadows in Syene, and it was right overhead Syene so much that the reflection of the sun was seen at the bottom of a deep well in Syene. No shadows were cast. Exactly at 12 noon on 21st June, the sun's reflection could be seen at the bottom of a deep well in Syene. Now Eratosthenes got curious. He wanted to know what happens on 21st June at 12 noon in Alexandria. He wanted to see if in Alexandria also the sun failed to cast a shadow. Now, if the earth was flat like this, no matter where you put the stick, no shadows will be cast at 12 noon. That was one of the other experiments which showed that the earth is curved. Now, coming back to the circumference of the earth, Eratosthenes put up a stick in Alexandria at a place in Alexandria, and he observed that stick on 21st June at 12 noon to see if it cast a shadow or not. And of course, it did cast a shadow. The stick did cast a shadow, which is unlike Syene, and he saw that the shadow was 7.2 degrees apart from the stick. And he said that if the earth is curved like this, then the stick in Syene and the well in Syene and the stick would meet at a point which is 7.2 degrees apart on the earth's surface. Based on the shadow, he said that Syene and Alexandria are 7.2 degrees apart. And by then, people knew earth was a sphere. And Eratosthenes calculated how much 7.2 degrees was of 360. Like this. 360 and 7.2. And he found out that it is exactly 50. That is 7.2 is 1/50th of 360 degrees. And the distance between Syene and Alexandria could be 1/50th the circumference of the earth. That was his logic. Now, the distance between Syene and Alexandria differed when caravans of camels walked between Syene and Alexandria, and the measure varied. The distance, that is the 7.2 degrees or 1/50th of the circumference of the earth, varied when camels walked between Syene and Alexandria. So, Eratosthenes hired bimatists. Bimatists were trained professional surveyors who were trained to walk with equal length steps. And they came back and told Eratosthenes that the difference between Syene and Alexandria was 5,000 stadia or 800 kilometers. So Eratosthenes said that if 150th of the earth was 800 kilometers, the circumference of the earth would be 800 kilometers into 50, 40,000 kilometers. Simple experiment which is based on a shadow cast in Alexandria and was not cast in Syene on 21st June at 12 noon, and the shadow measured 7 degrees apart. And with that, he measured the circumference of the earth. Again, a simple experiment with tremendous results. Thank you.